Well, I guess the early bird really does get the worm. I mean, that's if you could call a sprayer a worm. I don't know. Alrighty-yo guys, good morning. It is the 24th of December today, so Christmas Day tomorrow. I just got some paraquat on board this morning. We're just going to go and desiccate 20 hectares of vetch for harvest. Basically we just do that. It just brings the crop in a little bit quicker. And there's a lot of milk thistle and other weeds growing out in there as well that we want to dry down for harvest, because if we've got too much green matter and green material and stuff in with the vetch, we won't be able to store it. So we'll spray top it with some paraquat. That'll just fry off the leaves and bring the crop in a bit quicker and, you know, just dry it down. So, but while I'm doing that this morning, we've got a paddock up here that was vetch as well, which has a lot of star thistles in it. So just going to go up there this morning. Dad's had a bit of a go with the slasher around there, trying to cut most of them off. Unfortunately, the vetch was just too good, and you know, we couldn't just go in there and spray the starries out because there was too much sheep feed in there at the time. But there's been 2,000 lambs in there and they've pretty well gnawed the vetch off now. It just, like 3 weeks ago, the paddock was just green as green and there was vetch for miles. It's just been that sort of a spring. It's just been so good. So, but anyway, the sheep are out of there now, and yeah, we want to try and give those star thistles some hell. So we might just give them a quick dose, and hopefully we can take care of a few of those as well. Here you go guys, here's a star thistle. They are really, really prickly and sharp, and they're horrible little things. So we just want to try and, it's probably getting a bit late for these things now anyway, to be honest. They're starting to flower a bit, but anyway, hopefully we can slow them right down. But they've come along and gone with the slasher all the way over the top of the hill here, but there's still plenty of them out through here, so hopefully we can give them hell. I don't know that I've ever seen star thistles quite this bad, but anyway, it was a one in, I don't know, 40 year springs, I guess. There has just been no stopping them at all. So hopefully today we should be finished barley harvest. This time last year, harvest was finished on Christmas Eve. We were done. But anyway, this year that ain't gonna happen. But if we can get the barley done, I'll be one happy man. So got to get this out of the way this morning, and then hopefully it's going to be a nice old day. We've only got about 23 hectares of barley to go, I think, so hopefully we can get into it and knock it off. My goodness, this has been an experience. I've just been free-handing out the patches. Oh, it's a bit of a maze, but anyway, you can see very clearly star thistles, no star thistles. It's a bit of a mess. Anyway, we'll just get it done. Fortunately, they covered a fair bit of the paddock, so you can see out here it looks a lot better. There's just a couple of patches like that where the slasher actually broke down. One of the rotors basically fell off, so yeah, to the sprayer it is. Anyway, we're just about done here. I think one more pass and happy days. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm going to have to go do a little tiny top up. Another 500 litres or so, because, well, I didn't really know how much I was going to need today. I didn't know how much sort of ground I had to cover in here, so we'll go top her up and get the vetch done. Rightio, let's go get this vetch done, and then hopefully I can forget about the sprayer for a while. I've got a lot of jobs that I want to do to this thing in the off season, so I can't wait to be done with it. It's probably going to kill all my time, but anyway, we got to get it right, get everything, you know, to how we want it to be and up to the standard that we want it. So 430 millimeters of rain in 3.5 months. Geez, it must still be really damp your way, Henry. Not really. 1 month without rain and the ground's cracking up like bloody the desert. It's getting powdery already. Rightio guys, that is done. Excellent. We'll fold up and get out of here. Get organised to get back into some harvest, I suppose. Oh, goodness me. It has just been an absolute grind of late. Anyway, last 2 mornings I've been up, well, yesterday morning I was up at 4:30 because I had some spraying to do. And I was up this morning again at 5:30, so I've just been burning the candle at both ends. What's going on here?
I'm cutting off my hair.
Ah, okay.
How'd you go spraying, Dad?
Yeah, good. Oh my goodness. What about going to see Santa?
No, I want to watch pets.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to head up now. I've got some fuel to put in the header. I've got 2 retractable fingers that I need to replace and a knife guard. Once I've done all that, I'm probably going to shoot into town. Stacey really wants me to go and have a quick family photo with the girls, so I'll probably go and do that quickly. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock at the moment, and we've only got about 20 hectares to do today. So, and I'm waiting for my chase bin driver too. So I don't know where he is at the moment, but we're not in too much of a crazy rush today. So here I was yesterday harvesting along. I scooped up a rock, well 2 rocks actually, quite big ones. So I got out, I got them out, I was sitting down here somewhere and I'd smashed the retractable finger out. So I came back, I repaired the retractable finger and I went back and I made it all of 5 metres, scooped up another rock and then smashed out 2 retractable fingers, and after that I just gave up. I said I'm not going to change those again because it's just over some reefinated ground up the back there, and I just thought I'm just going to end up doing it again. There's something going on with this belt here. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's like there's something under there. I think I'm gonna have to undo the joiner and have a look. It's very weird. Okay, so that ain't good. I have no idea where that's come from. Has that come off this draper belt somewhere? Why has it done that? This is not good. This is not good. Yes. Yes, it has. That's pretty poor, isn't it? Yay! Well, that's probably a good $1,000 belt that's just shredded itself. I pulled these belts off in the off season and checked them, and obviously that's still not enough. I can't see anything wrong with that bearing. There's no play. Yes, it'll sound notchy because it's trying to turn the motor over at the same time. However, I don't know if the camera can see that, but it looks like this is wearing off here, which was fine at the start of the season. Not now. Well, there you go guys, that's not what you want to find on your morning routine. That's at least half that guide lug on that belt. That belt's done 2 seasons, so to say I am absolutely, I'm not going to say the words, but anyway, I've checked the bit, I've pulled the belt back, I checked the bearings, I can't feel any play in the bearings, that spins free as a bird. The covering on that roller's maybe getting a little bit worn, but it's just the season. I think it's just the season. I've scooped up a few rocks, it's been tough. I don't know, maybe it's a badly made belt, I don't really know. I can't see the rest of that belt lasting much longer. Half of it's still on there, so hopefully we can just get this 20 odd hectares done. Anyway, that's annoying. I was supposed to go in for that photo and now this has turned into an absolute saga. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. And of course, that problem would have to happen on a Saturday, on the weekend that Christmas is on, with public holidays. Oh man, you can't make this stuff up. Couldn't happen on a Monday, could it? Anyway, here's what it is. Hopefully we can just baby it through. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Alrighty guys, I am back. I went in for the photo, missed it, got some lunch, came back out here. It's time to go and harvest. I was talking to Dad about that belt and it refreshed my memory that we've actually got 2 old Draper belts sitting there from when we changed them a couple of years ago. So we'll load up an old one with us. Take that up. If we have any dramas, we'll just have to switch it over in the paddock. It's not too hard a job, so we can do that. That is 2 old belts right there. So neither of them are really that flat. That one's the one with the tear in it. But this one's pretty crappy on the ends as well. God, it gets hot quick. Well, let's go see what we can break. Well, what sort of a chance do we give this belt of working, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just going to say 50-50, because I really don't want to have to change it, but I mean, if we've got to, we've got to. We'll let this warm up for a couple of minutes and then jump into it. If you do watch my videos somewhat regularly and you remember at seeding time we were putting in a plant called Sub-Zero, this is it right here, okay, this green stuff. Now that will just keep growing all summer long if it gets looked after, it gets water, might need a bug spray or something like that at some stage, but it is just the most hardy thing I've ever seen. Like, it could not rain here for the next 3 months and you'll get an inch of rain and this stuff will just go green. Fantastic if you want sheep feed, terrible if you want to try and grow a crop next year, because if it's a dry year you won't grow much. She just sucks the soil dry. Let's go and see how she fared. I think it's doing the right thing. It's obviously busted a lug off there at some point. Not the end of the world though. I think we should be alright. Look, the belt's rooted anyway, so what else can you do? Well, so far so good, but I do not want to jinx myself. Hopefully that belt stays doing what it's supposed to. Hopefully it stays aligned and it stays on and we can knock this off today. That would make me super happy. Hello darkness, my old friend. There's just an old contour bank that runs along here. So there must have just been a bit of a rock sitting on the top here. We smoothed them out a couple of years ago, so any rocks that are under the surface are getting bored up now, unfortunately. Might as well have a quick look at our belt while we're out. Well, I would say it's running pretty well at the moment, so don't change a winning design. You know, ultimately what would fix all my problems is having Contour Master on this machine. That way when I'm on the sides of these slopes I wouldn't have to have one side down basically in the dirt and the other side sticking up into the sky. But I don't, so you know what? There's a saying I want to say, but it's not really appropriate for YouTube, so you just got to work with what you have. Oh, you guys are filthy now. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Looks like I got myself into some mischief here. Onto it. That's a big slatey one. You can see it happening if you're watching close enough. You see the crop start coming in and it just starts all bowling up, building up in a spot, and that's when you straight away bang, hit that. That'll stop your front, and then reverse it and go and get the rock out. Now, if you're saying, why don't you guys pick up your rocks and it won't be a problem? Well, this had a huge cleanup, this paddock, last year before it went to wheat. Had the best rock picking it's had in years and years. So, you know, we do try. Unfortunately, every time you bring the seeder back out here, you dig up more. And we're harvesting 5 inches off the ground at the moment with lifters on. So like a big long slatey rock like that one, that's just primed to be scooped straight up. You know, luckily I caught that one as it was on the cutter bar, so I could just see it happening and caught it, got it out. This stuff here is an absolute mess, just flat on the ground. I'm used to it now, you know, it's become the usual. Yeah, normally those big, long, flat, slatey rocks aren't much of a worry because wheat, barley, you know, normally you got a bit of clearance off the ground, but unfortunately this year we just don't. So we're just doing our best. Well, while I was semi-snoozing at the wheel, we've well and truly sailed past the halfway mark in here, which is excellent. What have we got there? About 12 hectares to go, so getting towards the pointy end. I think the early mornings and later evenings are starting to catch up to me. I'm feeling it this arvo. It's going to be really nice to have tomorrow off. Yeah, just relax. Hang out with the family, eat some food. Oh, it's going to be a nice change of pace. Oh no. The boss is here.
Charcoal in my hair.
So the question is, what did you do to the kids?
What should I do with the kids? What kids?
Oh, okay.
No, they're all sorted.
Okay.
They've got their Lola.
Lovely.
I thought I'd like to go on a ride on the header on my own.
Yeah, I know. It's just like a holiday, having a ride on the header with no kids.
Basically like a holiday.
Well, there goes my photography team. That was a pleasant little visit. No kids either. It's quite calm in here and peaceful.
I said, he finally finished that canola, and said, yeah. He said it went not quite 4 tonnes. That's unreal.
Jeez, that's unbelievable. I do know that fella down
the southeast that we've got that tractor off, he said that his was going 4 tonne, and I thought, I don't know if I believe him, but I have to now.
Yeah, we got the canola crop, so yeah, that's sort of no doubt that there'll be plenty of canola crops do between 3 and 4 tonnes. They are just massive.
I tell you what, if we scoop up a rock now, I just throw my hands in the air, mate. Christmas Eve, I'm out of here. See ya on Monday. So the grain bin is full at the moment. The grain bag, that's full. Well, there's only half a bag anyway, so we had a field bin sitting up here which is now also full. We've got about 4 hectares left. So yeah, we might need to...
How much you've got in the header now, I don't think there's any way we'll quite get it finished. Like I said, a hectare left.
Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we might need to run down and grab another bin just to put the last of it in so we can get finished. Well, that is all I've got left out there. Just that little triangle. It says about 3 hectares on there, but I think it might be a little bit less. Anyway, it's just a grind. It's all bloody flat on the ground up there, and I want to be done. It's 6:45 and I'm ready to go home for a Chrissy Eve dinner. Looks like the old boy's back with another bin. I think we're going to need every bit of that bin, to be honest, to get finished. Have a look at that. The sun's setting behind the auger. Oh my. Where's my photography team? There we have it. That is it for barley harvest, ladies and gentlemen. If I can just line up here one-handed while I'm holding the camera. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I think we might leave a little tiny piece on that corner there, but you know what? That can stay there for the sheep. That'll make Dad happy. Yep, I was right. That's sheep food. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Out. Over and out. Well, we'll unload this. It is 7:26 PM on Christmas Eve, and I am dying to get out of this seat. It has been, I probably feel more relieved now than I do when we finish harvest. Just that moment. All the barley's off, all that downed horrible green stem barley. We've scooped the whole lot up. It's been an absolute grind the whole way. It's been a challenge. But anyway, we got it done, and that's the main thing. So we can go home and relax a bit tonight. It's going to be awesome. And good riddance to you. So I'll be looking forward to the wheat, which, look, I don't know what we're going to find when we get in there, but it should be a little bit easier harvesting, which I'm looking forward to. But then to finish that off, we're going to have to go harvest beans, which is going to be, oh look, the country the beans is on is not too bad, but we've got to go back and harvest the peas too, and I am not looking forward to that. They are, you thought the barley was flat on the ground, the peas they're flat on the ground now. Rightio guys, that is all. Barley harvest is done. It's Christmas. I'm out of here. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you all get a bit of a break and have a good time. We'll see you guys in the next one.